From this moment on, you will now be known as Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Welcome, brother Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Enough with the Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh, but.
So what's up, everybody? This is D from Brooklyn, and I'm giving you a follow-up to the treatment of the algae in the nano system. So if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, get that finger on the keyboard, the phone, the touch screen, the pen, whatever you got, and hit that subscribe button right now so that you can follow along and help us help each other. So this is the Nano All In One system, and as you can see, it has recovered very nicely. I told you about 2 weeks ago I was in the water change phase, cleaned off my rocks, removed some coral. I added and moved some zoas over here once I got everything caught up as far as the algae removal. And let me just flash back and show you the throwback product that I used to do it. Now, you guys that have been in the hobby a long time, you have seen this. It is not a wonder cure, but it helps make the algae die off. It gets softer, it's easier to remove. Then once you get a foothold on controlling the source, whether it be phosphate or high levels of other nutrients, you can treat it 1 or 2 times with this and remove it, get your tank back on the right track. Now I'm showing this with the blue lights because under the blue lights of the actinics, thank you Ocean Revive, you can really see the phosphorescence of the corals, and under the phosphorescent colors you can actually notice that there is no hair algae blowing in the breeze. Now there's a remnant of a little bit of algae over there that I leave in that little rock because I have my snails and things over there, but it is nowhere like it was about 2 weeks ago. Now D just wouldn't be D if I didn't give you a straight up top down view of the tank and give you a full appreciation for just how dense the coral growth is in this tank. I'm constantly removing, adding, moving, and transplanting corals into these tanks. And I also love to gauge the placement of the corals by shooting a top shot, because from the top you can usually see a little bit better which way the flow in the water is in comparison to always looking from the front panel. Now I actually let the spin stream stop. I did not clean the spin stream this week, and I noticed that the Duncan opened like twice as big, so maybe it was too much flow hitting the Duncan, and I've been feeding it and it has just been growing and growing and growing. But you can see the spin stream up there is right now just pointed pretty much at the Duncan, so it's really interesting. One thing I'm really happy about is the zoas opening up, because they were getting overtaken with algae and I really did not want to have them overgrown. So I'm really happy that they are recovering. There's no algae. I cleaned off the rock really well, and you can really appreciate the colors. Now, contrary to popular opinion, I like zinnia. It's what I like. So I got some new zinnia. Not the color that I thought they were, because of course when you buy them in the store under the crazy fluorescent lights, they can often give you a illusion of a different color, but I got them planted on a solitary piece of tufa rock, so when it spreads I can easily take them out of the tank and move them wherever I'm going to move them. And for you guys that saw my last video, remember that mushroom rock that I cut and removed? It is now 1, 2, 3 mushrooms on that rock and twice as big. So you can really appreciate how big and how fast these mushrooms grow. And under this light you really can't appreciate it. It is actually fluorescent yellow. Yeah, fluorescent yellow. Beautiful mushroom. Here it is in the neighboring tank. If you can see, if you can look down and get a top view. Yes, I have to clean my glass. I'm human. They are really big coral, really big softies. You can see my red peeking out in the back there. You really can't get an angle on this one. It's yellow, really nice yellow with green on the outside. Another mistake, because I was trying not to buy any green. My daughter says, Dad, you got nothing but green. You love green. There's another solitary red in the corner. Accompanied by a cabbage leather, which is pretty much buried and peeking out. Now my next plan is on the back end. I'm going to put another colony of Pavona or Pasillipora. I may just keep this because this Duncan's going to probably get bigger and spread. So up top will be my Pasillipora, and in the back I will put Pavona to encrust around this whole rock like it used to. There's the famous Miss Bar, Lucky. They've been getting along a lot better lately. Fred and Wilma have been getting a lot of attention since I put the snowflake clown in a little containment. They've been so busy, really distracted by him being in there, as you can see, that they've become best buds. So the snowflake may be finding a new home because he is just not getting along with the other two. So I'll either move him into the neighboring cube, or if my big bullied spotted cardinals here don't agree to a new fish coming in the tank, I may just end up donating him to my school's marine lab where I work. So tune in for that. Click the like button so you can follow along and see how that pans out. So here's the recap. To eliminate the algae, we first did a nice 30% water change, which was, this is about 20 so gallons. Everything is built in. I did it over the course of 2 weeks. I did a water change, cleaned off as much algae as I could. I went into the bottom with a turkey baster and picked up any sludge that was on the bottom. There's no sand. Once that cleared up, I changed all the filter pads, added the slime remover, and let that go for another 2 days and repeated the process. So over the course of that week and a half, 2 weeks, I changed 50% of the water, cleaned the rock, got the phosphates down to a manageable level, and everything is recouping nicely. So the next part of the puzzle will be to remove some more of these mushrooms. I'm waiting for Buddy to let me know how many he wants. I'm going to separate them, put them in my homemade containment, which I will shoot a video on another time, get them attached to some rocks, and clear up this glass. As you can see, these guys are taking over. So I'm going to end it with that. Just an update. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it was knowledgeable and helpful. This is D from Brooklyn saying, love, peace, and hair grease. Keep your sanity by keeping your aquariums, and keep it simple. Psst. Kiss method. See ya.